Welcome back to Game of Thrones. The last episode was pretty shambolic. We fought a pretty long, hard-fought war throughout the mountain and the Vale. I famously said, or, you know what, semi-famously said, boy, the Eyrie seems a bit easy to siege. And then we proceeded to lose all of our troops to attrition and the Iron Throne also randomly attacking us because they're hostile to us because we raided them about 15 years ago. So, that was fun. So I thought we'd start this episode with a roll of the dice and maybe blow ourselves to bits with wildfire. I don't think we will, but it'd be funny if we did. Oh, we didn't. Well, maybe that's better. You know what? In terms of the long run, maybe that's better. Let's rank up in the society and become an acolyte. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, God. Your reign of misrule must come to an end immediately. Me and my allies insist you abdicate in favor of your heir. You and what allies? 20,000 men? I'm going to go ahead, before we deal with this hilarious event here, I'm going to go ahead and raise some troops. Bear with me. 20,000 men. And we're going to chop this man's everything off, to be honest with you. I don't know who the fuck he is and who the hell he thinks he is talking to. Very unimpressed. Let's just go ahead and... just a backup force, you know? Just like an emergency force. Right, here we go. There's a dwarf at court, and being the giant of a man that I am, people have been pestering me to test my strength by tossing the dwarf. Toss the dwarf. Leave the dwarf be. 25% chance of getting slothful, or I can toss the dwarf. Nobody tosses a dwarf. Except for me, I toss the dwarf. Goodbye, dwarf. That seemed very rude, actually. Oh, Lord Reaver Donovan here. Well, he's going to get his damn head chopped off. Oh, fuck off, Iron Throne. I can't believe that they are still hostile to us after all this time. I raided them once, years ago, and they're still holding that grudge. Wow. Okay, well, the issue is we're going to have to raise our vassal levies, which I didn't want to do because they're going to be quite annoyed at me. What do our vassals think of us right now? That's the real question. Let's get you guys on whatever boats we can here. You know, I'm going to have to put the boats back down because I've started them moving now like a fool. Okay, let's do that. Everybody on your boats. There we go. Everybody come to Pike. I'm going to need some help. All these mainland troops, let's just disband them. I cannot be bothered to hand navigate every single one of those troops through this labyrinth of Seaguard and Iron Throne troops. Thank you. At least I got some good news today. Carrion for the vultures. Rebels? Oh. Oh, that's not good at all. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to stop those rally points that I set from last time. So let's go ahead and get rid of those. Right, we've got enough boats to carry these men over. As long as we're leading troops, I think we'll be fine, to be honest with you. Right, let's go ahead and put those on there, those in there. And are these our best commanders, really? No, absolutely not. There we go, right. Torwald didn't like me too much, so I'm going to send Torwald some gold. Gold for Torwald. And we'll go ahead and land over here in Martlet Bay before they take out Old Stones, was what I was just about to say. Princess Lara gains +2 diplomacy. Great. My wife is pregnant. Now's not the time, wife. Pause the game. This pause button rarely works. 24,000 versus 16,000. Not rounded, of course. Otherwise, it'd be 25,000 versus 17,000. Don't run away from me now. No. You made your bed. Now you lie in it. Sure. Here we go. Must kill more. Gain the trait Berserker. Retamo Iron Eagle. Well, Berserker is an incredible trait to get. Okay, well, that's going to make us leading armies a little bit more, you know, potent now. 29 Martial. What is that? Plus 10 personal combat? Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's dealt with them quite nicely. The question is, what do I do? When we win this war, do we destroy the Lord of Seaguard? The last living member. Oh, no, one of the last living members of House Valen here. I was just thinking he's got no viable heir, apparently. So we'd have to find someone to give it to. Maybe a female in House Valen here. But they are a subscriber house. But, you know, that's kind of their own fault, isn't it? There he is, Lord Reaver Hake. Prepare to die. EVT OPTC 3 dual maimed. Am I maimed? I am maimed. You're not wrong in that. Okay, even with my injury, my stroke shall be quick. I quickly avoided its forceful attacks, and it's all over now. Done. Victory is mine. The war is over. What do we do with him? I mean, he never stood a chance, did he? Let's go ahead and appoint a Chief General there. Let's call him for trial. Command to end war, command to end war, ransom. Oh, I think we just have to... There we go, right. Let him bend the knee. Changes fear by -5. What is our fear right now? Nothing. We have no fear. Oh, we're respected. 44. Send him to the dungeon. He will forfeit Seaguard, or I demand his head as well as all Valenhir lands. You know what? Let him bend the knee. I will forgive you this once. What about this man as well? Lord Uragon of Quebec. Let him bend the knee as well. I don't want to annoy too many of my loyal vassals. We'll release him from prison also, just because I am... Okay, there we go, he's out. Just because I am that nice. There's some gold. It does feel weird that to keep the game in balance, we're not only having to let him keep his lands for going to war against us, we're having to give him gifts so that he doesn't do it again. It just feels so weird. It's one of the weirdest design choices of CK2. There we go. That's why I kind of like the fear system that they've added in this, because at least it adds some balance to doing things like that. Alright, good. Make wildfire? Not today. We've got a dragon. We don't need that. So a dragon is still maimed. Unfortunately, it takes a very, very long time for that to heal, if at all. It might not actually heal. It's just random, I think. So we've got to wait a while. We can't even use a dragon conquest caster spell anymore, to my knowledge, because we obviously don't really have a dragon that's capable of conquest or anything. Let's put those troops down and go ahead and... Interesting. Oh, because it's maimed, we can't actually do that. Hang on. That's not true at all. Any friend / dragon has the trait dragon. Is apparently untrue. You think that I don't have a friend that's a dragon? I do have a friend that's a dragon. That seems a bit odd. Maybe maybe all of those had to not be true. Am I misreading that? Let's try that again. Iron King. Wait. Any friend / dragon has the trait dragon. Has a martial greater than or equal to 10. Well, that's not true. And does not have the trait maimed. We won't worry about that. I don't know why that's... Okay, I don't know why it's like that, but let's not worry about it. Okay, let's go ahead and rebuild some retinues then while we've got some cash lying around. Now, what do we want to take next? That's the real question. I mean, we could just have a bunch of retinues, mercenaries, basically stationed around the area, move into Strongsong and just sweep it. Because I assume if we get enough... Oh, we can only launch... Why can't we launch any more invasions? We don't have the option to. Maybe it's because we've done it once? Does it go on cooldown or something? I wish I knew all the mechanics for this mod. It'd be a lot easier. Okay, that's fine. I didn't want this place anyway. We could just go ahead and fabricate claims. What's the chance of that? 17% chance yearly. What if we sent you a gift? And also the lovely book of Bejeweled Dagger. Sure, you can have that. Oh, nice. Look at that. Breeding dragons is a dangerous game, but you have managed to obtain a clutch of dragon eggs from Piggy. Well, that was very, very quick. Okay. Can we hatch that dragon egg? Or can we only hatch... I think you can only hatch a dragon egg if you've already got a dragon, if that makes sense. Piggy's dragon egg. How does it work? Original owner, Piggy. Thank you, Piggy. I really don't know how, if it's possible to even hatch another dragon egg, seeing as we already have a dragon. Let's stop leading troops for a while. I can't see it on the list, so maybe we just can't do it. What if we could potentially grant it to our heir, who might be able to hatch it, because the rules for the heir hatching dragon eggs is very, very different. So we'll give him Piggy's dragon egg, and hope that he hatches it. As is now Hor tradition, you have young Silas sleep in his bed with his new dragon egg. If a dragon is hatched, it will be a sign that the child is indeed a true Hor. But what if the dragon is weak? I guess we'll wait and see. Maybe it's easier because it's not an ancient dragon egg or a petrified dragon egg. It's a fresh dragon egg. You know, it was recently laid. I'm not sure. Put the prisoners to work. And what would make our campaign a lot easier would be the ability to move to Harrenhal once that's fully rebuilt. But I don't know how much longer we've got to deal with that, to be honest with you. Foundation and walls are built. I mean, I can't imagine it'd be much more than that, right? A daughter was born to Iron King Odd the Dragon. Oh, we're called Odd the Dragon, are we? Okay. And Iron Queen Nirana of the Iron Isles. Thank you. She's terrible, but, I mean, we'll roll with it, I guess. Grave news. The colony in Oldstones is struggling to feed its people. The land is insufficient to bear enough food for all. I mean, obviously, we're going to send supplies to relieve them, if we can. Now, I think there are other events to take place in Oldstones. But it's just a case of it randomly firing as long as we hold the province. So we've got to keep it until we get all those events, obviously. Is it even worth building anything else here? I don't think we can do that. We do need to oversee construction, though, don't we? So, for a Master of Coin, you are pretty goddamn awful with coin. There you go. Go to Oldstone. Sort that out. Can we upgrade Harrenhal? Upgrade holding. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're waiting for it to rebuild anyway. Why don't we just have our guy oversee that? And in theory, we'll go from a large Riverlander castle to a huge Riverlander fortress. That would be really cool. We might as well put all of our gold into Harrenhal at this stage, seeing as this is our, this is our ultimate goal here. A wisdom has been found who'd be willing to impart some of his knowledge upon you. Okay, I guess we're off on a quest then. Now, I don't know what the outcome is of this. We've seen it once before. We just gained some learning or something along those lines. It wasn't anything particularly noteworthy. I'm wondering, as we're a really good character with, decent all-round stats, maybe we'll get a different outcome this time. I'm not sure. Alright, we've arrived in Stormlands with Lord Kristen Dondarian. Speaking of which, the Iron Throne completely split apart again. Now might be a really, really good time to grab some land from this dude. 128,000 men. We have 117,000 men. However, because it's a mega war, again, if their war finishes, which it might, because they're only after... Shit, yeah, no, they're still allied. It's too risky, I think. Because if the war ends, they'll come back together under one big throne, and then we'll have to deal with the soldiers from the Reach and Dawn and the Stormlands, and most likely they'll join as allies anyway. It might be worth going for these Northlander provinces, though. Any chance declaring war? Needs to be... Oh, because we're in a regency. Okay. Well, this shouldn't take too long. There we go. +2 learning. Awesome, right. Now let's see what Casus Bello we've got up against here. Last Health is massive, and we can... Wait, we've got the ability to invade them? Why can't we use that here, is what I want to know. Or, like, what about over here? We can invade these guys, just not these ones. Maybe they have to be king level or higher? That would make sense. Yeah, we can do it on king level or higher vassals. The most devout. The holy... Oh, the warrior's sons? Oh, that flag looks weird on my screen. Try not to stare too long at that. Weird. Okay, so the High Septum has been granted a whole bunch of land, it seems. Very odd. Alright, why don't we go for that invasion on Last Hearth, then? Start taking some parts of the north. Really, we just need land wherever we can get it at this stage, and this seems like a pretty good idea. That's not true, though, because, look, we can invade this place if we had the right faction again. I'm not sure what determines that. Alright, well, that's fine. Every night, ever since he was given it, my son Silvus has been sleeping with his dragon egg, but it has remained cold, and the months slipped by, and we have given up any hope of it hatching anytime soon. Lose 50 prestige. I wonder what determines that, then. It seems to be completely random, I guess. Because determined by traits alone, you imagine he would be pretty good at it, seeing as he's a prodigy, but I don't know. Maybe because that's a mod trait, it's not so good. Either way, let's not give up. Your dragon Piggy is a ravenous beast, and he regularly roams the lands of Pike, gorging on livestock of the small folk. Offer them vague promises and apologies. That seems pretty good. I could deal with that. Now, what if you said build a dragon pit? Now, from what I recall, dragon pits aren't hugely great, are they? Life expectancy times 0.8, size growth times 0.8, taming chance times 5, hatching chance times 5. It's a single province, so once you build it once, that's it. Usually prevents dragons flying away to volcanoes upon their owner's death. I suppose when we're not immortal, it wouldn't hurt. You know what? Why not? I've never built one before. I'm interested if there's any special mechanics revolving around it, so we'll go with that definitely. We'll see how it does. We'll keep building up Harrenhal in the meantime. My son Silvus is learning the art of swordsmanship. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Let's give him a Valyrian Steel Sword, since we've got enough to go around here. Here, have poison. And he's coming out really well, actually. 7 years old. 9 in all stats besides 5, but obviously because he is a Gilded Reaver, he gets -4 to it, so it would be 9 all around. Train him up to be a good fighter. Affectionate isn't terrible. Kind. Family person are both good. Obviously, content is really bad. The same with trusting. Wife is pregnant. Don't really care too much about that. Donate to the guild. Done. Hold a feast. Done. Our vassals hate us a lot right now, so I could definitely do with sorting that out. So, our character has phantom pain, which is essentially what you get when you're missing a body part. So because we've had our hand chopped off, he's getting pains in his hand that isn't there. So we've got this weird event where the maester is going to try and treat us. High chance of success, but I would risk permanent damage to the already impaired nervous system. 50% chance of successful treatment. 80% chance of successful treatment, but 20% chance of permanent nerve damage. This one is the riskier one, but more chance of success. This one is sort of 50-50. I'm going to go with this one. Sod it. I cannot live like this. Let's do the surgery. Come on, it's 80% chance of success. Oh my god. While the procedure was harrowing, to say the least, I was hopeful that things would get better. They did not. The strange pain is still afflicting me worse than ever. Nowadays, I spend most of my time in bed and can rarely focus on getting anything done. My life is ruined. Gain the trait Infirm. My god. I mean, that's really annoying. I'm glad we're building that dragon pit in hindsight. Goodbye. Right, let's send for a new maester, one who might not be completely shit. That's really bad. Okay. That's sort of put a damper on things for a while, I guess. Our son is only 8. Forced to train? Yes, okay, he's got good training, that's fine. We'll have our maester do the same thing as well. Sorry, our captain of the fleet there. We need a master of coin, you'll do. We need a new maester, but obviously we're waiting for them to turn up. There he is. Good, good, good. What have we got here? Call the court out of hiding. I don't know why they're in hiding, to be honest with you. This is really bad. Iron King Odd the Dragon. He's come to a pretty bitter end, all because of that hand that we lost really early on. Damn. But a daughter, Varana. Oh, she's so good. I wish this could have been a son instead. Shit. Tall, prolific, prodigy. That's really annoying. Basically the same as us, but we're missing, obviously, strong. And, oh, immaculate as well. Damn it. Bit of a war chest. I mean, we could probably manage that. Well, we got some good news. Piggy has long been unable to fly. The severe injury he suffered keeping him grounded. Today, he finally took to the skies once again and seems well on the way to recovery. Lose the trait maimed, and now he's just got wounded instead. So, that's awesome. We might be, you know, on death's door with our infirm trait and our sort of mangled body. But, you know, at least the dragon's doing well. We built the dragon pit. That just finished building in Pike. So, hopefully, when we die, our son could at least get Piggy trained and, you know, working well. Seeing as by that age, Piggy will, or by that time, Piggy should be cured and also have a pretty decent amount of martial as well. Wounded -10, base of 13. That's pretty great. Sure, you can train my daughter, whatever. I wish they'd train my son instead, to be honest with you. Every morning since my injury, I've been startled by the stump where my hand used to be. Find me the best goldsmith in the realm. Adds golden hand to the treasury of Iron King Odd the Dragon. Let's have a prosthetic hand made. Awesome, that sounds pretty good. Received a beautiful golden hand. What does that do for us? Let's take a look. Sex appeal +5, month prestige 0.10. Doesn't cancel out one-handed, unfortunately. In fact, it hasn't really done anything for us at all. Well, you know, it's a free hand. Piggy's wound has finally healed, returning him to full fighting strength. Awesome, right. So, here's the great part of that. Piggy now has 13 martial, which means we could, say, go to the Mountain of Vale here, and we can go and click Dragon Conquest. And it's actually working as well. Any friend has the trait Dragon. Has martial greater than 10. Does not have the trait Wounded. I don't understand that, but it's letting us doing it anyway, so let's do it. He may just surrender. So there is a chance when you declare Dragon Conquest, there's a small window for whoever you declare war on to immediately surrender. Now, seeing as we have 151,000 men and he has 4,000 men, chances are he will just, when Iron Paws, surrender immediately. If not, it's not going to be a difficult war. He has not surrendered. Normally, by now, they would have said, yeah, sorry, we're not interested, but I guess not. Alright then, well, that's fine by me. We've got more than enough men to do so. This is really, really good. Because it means we don't have to worry about, you know, raising our armies and letting attrition kill them off so that our, you know, liege faction is great, or our loyalist faction, I should say, is greater than a particular percentage. We don't have to worry about any of that. Oh, God, that's annoying. Right, there we go. All we have to do now is pick a place, declare war, see if they surrender. If not, send in our massive amount of troops over there. Well, we're going to be fine either way, I think. Alright, there shouldn't be a difficult war because they're also a very, very small kingdom at this stage of the game. So, we'll move our troops over there from the mainland. I don't think we even need these guys here. So, we'll put those down. Don't have enough boats. Typical. Okay. Get as many as we can. We're leaving behind 40,000 men, really. There we go. That's a bit better. I mean, why don't we swap those troops out? And instead, we'll take the 40,000 and leave the 33,000 behind. We might be able to split that down and fit a few more on. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's better. Okay, sure. That's fine. We can't lead troops. We're infirm. Bit of a problem, seeing as we are the Dragon Rider, obviously. Not a huge deal, I guess. We can still win without the dragon. We've been doing really well without the dragon so far, so I can't complain too much. Vicon gets nothing because he's an idiot fool. Give him a learning education. No? What have I done wrong? I'm not allowed to learn this, folks. He must undergo training at the Citadel. Right, can I just send him to the Citadel then? No? Why can't I send him to the Citadel? Oh, he has too low learning, right. Okay, to the wall with you. Goodbye. Problem solved. Okay, so our new heir is Prince Silas. What's Silas like? Actually not terrible. We do want to force him to train whenever we can. Wait, we don't have a greater fighting skill than level 2? Weird. Okay, never mind. Then ignore me. Let's go ahead and give him some stuff. So we'll give him the breastplate stretcher, seeing as, you know, he might as well use it to gain the free prestige. We'll give him some... What else have we got here? Some gemstones. There you go. Whatever, you take that. We'll give him the driftwood crown as well, I guess, seeing as we've got a spare crown now. And we are converting provinces as well, which is really, really good. Grant... Where is it? Give artifact. There we go. And you may have the driftwood crown. So the driftwood crown can be our sort of symbol of the prince, you know, the heir to the Iron Islands and everything else we picked up at this stage. Alright, that's a pretty decent amount of men. Let's move to their capital. Now, we're here for the whole thing, so it doesn't really matter where we siege or how we siege it. There's no particular provinces that are worth more war score than others besides the capital, and obviously fighting the actual ruler himself, wherever he is, all the way down there. What a splendid object. You're welcome. Let's go ahead and put these boats down, because I really can't afford to keep these boats up anymore. For some reason, our gold has plummeted into the ground. Have we still got a trade master? Yes. He's only got 15. I don't know if that has any effect on it. Let's focus on profit instead, I guess. Can I have some gold? You know what? No. Focus on investing. Because I will just forget to claim the gold off of him. So we'll do that instead. Right. Winter is coming to an end. That's fine. Siege that down, seeing as they're going to die to attrition anyway. Send them to the dungeon. Did I just say good work, my king? Who am I talking to when I say that? I don't know who I just said that to. Oh well. Right. Yes. Winter is coming to an end. That means we can take slightly less attrition. We're still going to take shit tons, obviously. But a daughter, Rancer Whore. Thrift for you, Rancer. Good news. And I really couldn't care. Right, siege that down. Oh, I wanted both of those to do that together, if you don't mind. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, that's a bit annoying. How dare you. Okay. Split off some troops here. We don't need to take that many men. Right, we'll take 15,000 plus 16,000. We'll take about 30,000 men. Oh, God. Prince Quentin Peak has had a great council. Plans to launch an invasion of a foreign realm. I don't think he'll hit us for some reason, seeing as we have 5 times his men. Well, almost 6 times his men. So I don't think we have to worry about that too much. 32% war score in this one. Should be over pretty soon. Let's go ahead and send these guys to deal with that small peasant revolt. Winter's coming to an end. Awesome. My king, many of your faithful servants, myself included, feel that Lord River Ebro's High Tower has amassed more power and titles than is warranted by a station. Yeah, I agree. I will issue the command. Very good. Okay, he did it. That's awesome. He was a triple duke, which is way more than he's supposed to have in the base game, let alone in this one. So, alright. Can we assault this down? We can. Good, good, good. Game Trent capable. I couldn't care less. Let's get ourselves some better commanders here. And we'll assault this one down. Awesome. 39%. Alright. This should be a very, very easy war compared to the last one we fought. We'll go ahead and finish off that siege there as well. Now, I wonder what happens in Dragon Conquest. I think you have to force them to sort of kneel. And they become your new vassal. I mean, I don't want this guy to become a vassal, because obviously he's going to hate me. Try by combat. I'll select someone. Who should we have? We've got Vicon of Silkstone with his 70 personal combat. We have Jon of the Tower of Dread with his 85 personal combat. Lord Donald Blackwood with his 45. Or Rolf of Kingspire Tower with his 35. Okay. Jon of the Tower of Dread. Please. I'll stand for you, my king. Fight well, Jon. Oh, shit. You idiot. He's dead. He is 100% dead. Who actually... Wait, she fought a trial by combat herself. And she actually won 100. Wow, yeah, okay. That's not really much of a surprise then. Fair enough. Okay, let's go ahead and finish off these sieges. This should be over very, very quickly. 72% war score. And then we will take this one next. Now, I imagine those might even surrender instantly. They're a Duke level title with 3 provinces. I can't imagine they'd want to hold on. It seems a bit risky to fight off a dragon for just those 3, especially when, you know, I'm quite happy to be for him to be my vassal, if he wants to. We got a lot of kids, seeing as we're infirm. I suppose we're on Lead in Bed all day with not much else to do, so fair enough. Slightly tax-focused noble obligations. Give them some gold. 80 gold is distributed amongst all your vassals with raised levies, increasing your opinion by 5. Yeah, that'll do. You can have some gold. Right, 95% war score. Damn, I still can't believe we're taking that. To be fair, we've only got a -1 from Sir Jonathan of the Trident, so there we go. We surrender. Boom. That'll do. Thank you very much. And here's now a king under us, a vassal king. Don't really want that, I will be honest with you. Especially as he's got some very, very ugly borders there. Look at that. The veil is all over the place. Maybe we could get rid of him, if you hear what I'm saying. Maybe we could arrange for him to disappear permanently. Maybe a faceless man could give us a hand with that. What happened to all our gold, then? Oh, no, we're starting to get some gold again now. That's good. Strong Song. Would you like to also become our vassals? I think you probably would, though, wouldn't you? Dragon Conquest of Strong Song. How do Civil Wars work? I mean, I already know, but it doesn't matter too much. Rancer Horde died clutching at her heart. Our baby died of a heart attack. Well, that seems a bit odd. Leave him be. Yeah, I agree. Leave him be. Let's get some opinion back with him a little bit. Even though it doesn't matter, because the game is... there we go. I see no point in the conflict with you and your dragons. I hereby surrender and swear fealty forthwith. Thank you. Much obliged. I don't like having vassal kings. It makes it look a bit of a mess. Why is he now independent and in our prison? Why is he now in our prison? What did he do wrong? Call for trial? Seize Valyrian Steel, Crab's Pincer. Throw in the oubliette. Sure. We'll throw him in the oubliette and hope he dies off. Why not? We could also just plot to kill him while he's in our prison. I think there's a very, very high chance we'll get away with that. There we go. No one will expect foul play on our part. Drin? Who's Drin? I like his hat. Yeah, I'll confront him. And let's go ahead and rank up to Wisdom. Awesome. I don't really... There we go. Lord Paramount Rolly was killed while attempting to escape from prison. Nice. Oh, God. 4,000 gold to kill a man we've already killed? I don't think so. There we go. Wow. A decent amount of expansion this time. Look at that. Now, how are we going to go about dismantling the Iron Throne? I really, really don't know. We've just got to wait for a major rebellion like we did last time. Sort of somewhere where we can get our foot in the door, ideally. Now, if we can bring back magic, I have a feeling we might be able to cure ourselves. Obviously, if we can make this guy cured and of his infirm, you know, body, and also make him immortal, that would be incredible. But we've also got to hatch 3 dragons, so we've only hatched 1, and our son failed to hatch the other, so it seems a bit risky. Either way, let's go ahead and wait. We've got Kingdom of the Trident. Kingdom of the Trident. Did I give away the Trident? How did I do that? When did I do that? I've never been so annoyed. Right, well, I'm going to go ahead and fix this. Give me a minute. My co-conspirators have fabricated evidence that Lord Paramount Gevin is planning a revolt against me. I will see him disgraced. Yes. Yes, I will. I'm now free to act against him. Thank God for that. And what a surprise. He's going to say no. Well, you know what? I think we'll be fine for some reason. Dear uncle? He was our nephew? Okay, well, there we go. You will not steal my titles without a fight. You stole my title by abusing game mechanics or something. Look, I admit it was my fault, which is why I'm not just going to give myself the titles back. I'm going to fight this war. What did you do? Hey, he's got some good traits, though. Look at this. Diligent, patient, curious can become shrewd, great, or... Oh, diligent, it was a bit late for that, isn't it? Affectionate, what does that become? Oh, yeah, well, we saw this one before, didn't we? Kind is good, family person is good. Hey, he's pretty good. And he's got a pet dragon. What madness is this? He did actually hatch a dragon. Senegon, the nimble dragon. Oh, the nimble dragon? Interesting. Wow, okay. Look at Piggy now. Holy shit, Piggy, you look awesome. Your kinswoman, Princess Mega, has died, and by the laws of inheritance, you receive her Valyrian steel sword. You know what that is, don't you? Kago's Folly. We finally got it back. Now, we also... so the guy we actually declared war on died pretty much instantly. And then this guy, we captured in the first battle, so that was good. Thank you for that. But didn't even have to siege anything. So, I mean, good. Is this going to fuck up again? Because last time we did this, it fucked up quite a lot. Revoke title. Currently immune to hostile actions. Oh, right, yeah, I know, I remember this shit. He'll forfeit the trident. Thank you, I'll be taking that back. And I'll also be taking back Harrenhal as well, if you don't mind. Really? Oh, you know what, I'll just do this off camera. I'll record it super fast and then, you know, put it at the end of the next video or something like that, because this is my own fault. This is a stupid mistake. Clicked a button, agreeing to give someone a title or some rubbish. Oh, also, what I should have mentioned is we also got a claim on this guy's title because he is, he refused to stand down a war. So once that war ends, I can also try and revoke this guy's title as well and have no vassal kings at all. That would be much, much better. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.